What's all this?
Robespierre. He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being. A paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizens' duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
You'll never get ghosted in the middle of all this. You best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time,
And what with that?
things like the
Something's not right. Amazing! Thought we were supposed to be rational thinking.
Bravo!
Vive la liberté!
The Supreme Being ain't called for Robespierre. I'll eat my
ridiculous pomp and circumstance.
Is he thinking?
What now?
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purgers, the Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit him, he's finished.
A massive public spectacle is the perfect venue.
Exactly. Paint him as a dangerous lunatic and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
I have an idea where to start. You coming?
Meet me after. I have my own arrangements to make.
Répondez-nous! Répondez-nous!
I beg your bloody pardon. The eternally happy day.
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence. A letter?
Monsieur Robespierre,
Did not his immortal hand by engraving in the hearts of men the code of justice.
Hardly the sort of thing to top. Looks like a diary.
Sentence of tyrants?
At exactly 5 in the morning, a general recall shall be sounded in Paris. This call shall invite every citizen, men and women alike, to immediately adorn their houses with the beloved colors of liberty, either by rehanging their flags or by embellishing their houses with garlands of flowers and greenery.
That's no help at all.
Monsieur, as you have been the savior of the Republic, I beg you now to be...
Maybe something a bit stronger.
Love and happiness. Perish the tyrants who have dared to break it. Prince
Publiciste de la Révolution française. Not quite what I'm looking for. Merlin, Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, these should do nicely.
Tomorrow we shall again combat vices and tyrants. We shall give the world an example of republican virtue. That shall honor the supreme being more. The eternally happy day.
Well,
List of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. First, Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards, I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... In turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. Yes. People fear no more sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracy.
Away with you.
Terribly sorry.
That would be the place. They can no more tear the place. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world. It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive friends of the republic.
I'm with you. No solo
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People that our guilty... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... The daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers...
Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Distract the guards, I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
People their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. That would be the place for... They can no more tear the place. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world. It is wisdom. Come on.
Guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic.
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. That would be People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the good. We must be compassionate toward the good. Generous, compassionate, and inexorable. We must be generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked.
Where are you going? Stop!
All that not just on unholy purpose.
How did I get? Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
The list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.
He has returned to nothingness. The spirit of kings has
Robespierre natters on about freedom and mercy, while thousands go to the guillotine. See this, he would choke on his own body.
But what can we do? For all his horrors, the committee stands behind him.
conspired to assassinate humanity. They endeavor to banish him from the earth, to reign alone with one. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracy. They can no more tear the world from the breast of its author than the remorse from their own heart. You who are rich, hold up your woeful head.
Which road's faster?
Raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. Heroes of the country, your generous devotion is not a silver folly. The minions of tyranny may be able to assassinate you, but it is not in their power to annihilate you completely. Man, whoever you are, you can again think well. You can attach your transitory life to God himself and to immortality. Let nature thus regain all its magnificence and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not. Let nature and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not. Whoever you are, think well of yourself. By a blind that's what bladder in his He has returned to nothingness, this monster which the spirit of kings has spewed forth over France. Let all the crowns and ills of the world disappear with him.
Robespierre natters on about freedom and mercy, while thousands go to the guillotine. If Don somewhere like to see this, he would choke on his
In
own
order to implicate him in their transgressions, they endeavor to banish him from the earth to reign alone with pride. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracy. They can no more tear the world from the breast of its author than the remorse from their own hearts. You who are wretched, hold up your woeful heads. You can again raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. Heroes.
Generous devotion is not a brilliant folly. The minions of tyranny may be able to assassinate you, but it is not in their power to annihilate you completely. Man, whoever you are, you can again think well. You can attach your transitory life to God himself and to immortality.
Cult of the Supreme
Let
Being,
nature
indeed.
thus regain all its magnificence and wisdom all its empire. The supreme being is not destroyed. On unalloyed prosperity, triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. Let us be generous toward those who are good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, inexorable toward the wicked, just.
You who are wretched,
Hold up your woeful head. You can again raise your eyes to the sky with impunity. Now, whoever you are,
think well of yourself.
Not good.
Let us be serious and discreet.
as men who determine the interests of
Conduct unbecoming me. Who the hell
That should set you in motion.
its magnificence,
What is it, sir?
and wisdom all its empire.
It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. To wisdom alone does it belong to consolidate the prosperity of empire.
It's for her.
Being a list of enemies of the revolution.
100 names here.
Robespierre's gone too far this time.
That's at the Fox and Hen House.
Pity the hens. Now what?
We wait. It won't take long. Once Robespierre has lost the support of the people, he'll be no more use to Germain. And when Germain abandons him...
He's vulnerable. Let's go.